Hello, hello, and welcome everybody to episode 51 of the Last Place Fire Team Show. I am your host, Christopher, aka Colfeira Rodriguez, and with me I have my two other co-hosts, Yendi Escaldi Gaming,
Hey,
and Alan, Nucleus of Chaos, St. Victor.
Hello, everyone.
I know you missed us. We missed last week, but this beginning of the year, I thought things were gonna die down, and looks like things are just gonna keep heating up for me over on the business world. So yeah, but we're gonna get the show to you, okay? Um, uh, we got a good show for you guys tonight. Before we start, Yendi, how you been, man? What have you been playing? What's been going on these past 2 weeks, man?
playing just the same old Call of Duty. It's the only time I have, free time I have, so that's the only game I can really play and enjoy for a little bit. I attempted to play Elden Ring. Played for about a little bit over an hour, probably. Spent 30 minutes on the character creator, and then and then died 7 times before I even got to the open world. And then when I did get to the open world, I lasted for about a minute and then got killed. I'm like, nope, this is not for me. So I stopped playing that, and I got a refund of it on Steam. So I think I'll forever have a $60
Oh my god.
I told
credit
you
on
would
Steam.
Send it to me so I
Yeah.
can use it.
Yeah. If we ever go to like recording the show and stuff, I would love to get a segment with like Orlin. I just want to know what he thinks of the game because I've been watching his TikTok. Shout out to Orlin. He's been blowing up the past like 3 days. He's been streaming on TikTok and it's been going nuts. And he's the only person that I've seen consistently beating bosses. So everybody else has been getting smacked pretty hard. So I'm waiting for it.
I also had an issue with my controller because I wanted to use my Xbox controller with it, but it was not working. So I had to keep switching between mouse and keyboard and controller.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do any actions aside from moving and looking on the controller. Everything else had to be done on mouse and keyboard. So that kind of added to the frustration that I knew was going to come with this game. But I can see how it'd be great for somebody who really likes the Souls genre, if you will. So
Yeah,
I mean, it's gotten great praise. Just one of those things that is not for you, and I know that's not for me. So
one of the cool things is sorry, my Mac is freaking out. From what I've seen is the different people the different build. So Orlon's doing a samurai magician build, and then I've seen a lot of the samurai is very popular from what I've seen. Everybody's going samurai.
that's what I picked.
Yeah.
That's what I picked. Yeah.
What are the
Yeah.
things you can pick? What's there?
I don't know. I just did it because you could do a sword and a bow, and I like range combat because I figured this is gonna be Souls. I'm gonna be getting fucked consistently, so I might as well do range attacks.
Yeah, one of the funniest clips I seen was somebody. So normally in normal games, right? If you have distance, if you have a bow, and I shoot across a field to a pixel, and I hit you, usually you see the little number come up. Oh, I hit him, cool. And then you could take him out a little bit. Then you go and run in battle. Some people do that. This guy is on a cliff with like a villager and shoots an enemy, and the enemy starts running, and the guy's like, this man's pulling up, and he like the monster like shoots up the cliff, and he's like, oh, he's here, and he just slams on him and hits him off the cliff and kills him. So it chased him all the way, like you see it slowly coming into picture, and he's like, like he's thinking, okay, it's gonna stop at one point. No, it came all the way to him to make sure to kill him.
That sounds awfully like what happened to me, except mine was just on a horse, and I was on the hill as well, but he didn't come up. But yeah, I was like, oh, I fucked up. But
Alan,
yeah.
Alan, what about you, man? How you been? What have you been playing or watching?
I'm good. I've been watching a lot. As you
Oh,
guys
yeah?
know, Oscar season. So I'm in one movie a day, pretty much. Yesterday I watched Coda, which is on Apple TV. Also, if you guys didn't know, if you have a PS5 and you don't have Apple TV, you can actually get 6 months free on Apple TV from Sony. So I did that the other day, and I
You'll
got
have to
6 months
send
free.
me a link, sir.
Yes, because there's two movies that I wanted to watch on there: Tragedy of Macbeth and Coda, which I watched yesterday. Which, if you like feel good family stories, it's a really good story. Basically about a death family, and one of the children is not death. It makes for a really good story. Definitely check that out. I watched. What else did I watch? Watched something else the other day. I rewatched Tick Tick Boom. I don't know if I talked about that, which
I
is
gotta
also
watch it.
fantastic. Andrew Garfield's amazing for a person who didn't know how to sing before that. Vanessa Hudgens also amazing. And there was another movie I watched. I don't remember. I remember. Dang, what was it? I'd have to check the list. I'll
You've been
come back to
watching
that.
so many
Well,
things.
I've been going at it, and then I've also been playing a lot of Horizon, trying to beat that before I get into the game that is on everyone's talking about. But Horizon's kind of like fell in the cracks because everyone's talking about this game as talking about Elden Ring. So
Yeah, everybody
Yes.
everybody keeps saying that when Horizon, they can't wait for Horizon 3 to come out to see what the next big game comes out the week after it, because this is the second time it's happened to Horizon.
it just happens all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's
What
the
came out
time.
with the original?
I don't
I'd have to check, but I don't remember. I don't remember something coming out.
Was it
least
the
I don't-
Switch that came out?
no. It was like it was
No.
it was a big game.
I
Horizon
honestly
Zero
don't remember,
Dawn.
but Horizon has been fantastic. It's been everything I've wanted in the sequel. It has,
Breath of the Wild, I think. That's what Black Magic thinks.
I ran into some bugs. I have had to restart some boss fights, but nothing that they
Really?
can't fix later on. Yeah, I had to restart one of the boss fights, which it wasn't like terrible. It was just a little annoying to go back and do it all over again. But
Yeah.
I mean, the size of that game, the like open worldness, and the amount of stuff, how great the creatures look and the machines look amazing.
How great the characters look, man. When they
know, the
talk, I'm like,
characters
I
look
was sitting there looking at
fantastic.
them, and I was like, man.
Yeah,
Like
they look
this-
so real. The game is just so. It's okay to have a few bugs. They'll get my forgiveness for
Yeah.
sure. But I've really been enjoying it. It's been really good. And I think that's it for me until I remember what movie I watched in between that. But yeah, and then tomorrow I'm gonna watch Batman. So I am excited for that.
Yeah.
And that's it for me.
For me, I've been playing. I've been exploring a lot in Pokemon, not progressing at all. But I've also been playing a lot of Horizon. I am doing a lot of the side quests. It's just the whole game kind of took me in. I love exploring. I can't wait to get my snorkel underwater thing, because
Yep.
I found so many water points where I'm like holding my breath. I'm free diving, and I see like, oh my god, there's another cave, and I'm getting there, and it's just like I don't have enough air to explore the underwater cave, and I can't wait to do that. So
I did get that. That was one of the last things I did. And I remember the movie, it was Mitchell's versus the Machines, which is a treat on Netflix. Sony Animations, definitely go check that out. It is really good.
Okay.
It is really, really good. It's really funny. Another family like oriented movie.
I gotta watch.
Definitely.
I gotta watch Free Guy also. That's on Disney
Free
Plus.
Guy just hit Disney Plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
That got nominated for Best Visuals.
Wow. But yeah, I've been playing, like I said, a lot of Horizon. It's constantly on my mind. It's been a while since I've had a game. Just like I just want to sit and just play that all the time. Yandy, have you started Pokemon at all?
Arceus?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was playing it fairly regularly at night when I went to bed, but I just stopped.
Did you
For
get
some
past the
reason.
tutorial area, or you just got like? Because whenever
Yeah.
I got past the tutorial and everything like that, I stopped playing for a little bit because I felt like I'm like, okay, this was like so much, and the world didn't really open up yet, so I was just like, okay. So it was a little bit of struggle to push through that, but ever since then, I'm like, okay, I'm good to go. So
Yeah, I will say that the gameplay mechanics is all right. It's not everything that I expected it to be.
Yeah.
To me, it just doesn't fulfill that need that I have with games like these. It just seems too barren, too empty for me, and all the tasks are super repetitive.
Yep.
You know, as far as like filling up the Pokédex and seeing the same Pokemon in little bunches everywhere, and that's just so sparse in between.
That's because
For
we're
me-
playing a. That's because we just found out that
That's
we are playing a
glorified
Pokemon beta. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Glorified
So,
But
yeah.
if the new Pokemon is actually, we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
when we
we're
get
gonna
there,
talk
but,
about it because it's part of our show.
But yeah, I'm glad I got it physical because now I can trade it in for something else.
That's exactly
So,
why I did that. Some housekeeping. Be sure to check out our last YouTube video. It was LPF debrief, the Book of Boba Fett finale. So we got to catch up on things. It's been tough for my schedule. So Alan is gonna try to cook some things up in the kitchen for us, and
I'm gonna be cooking.
and get some of that content out for you guys. So Yendi won't be the only one shamed for once.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I was thinking about it earlier. Like, I want to edit the video still just to help you out, but at the same time, I'm going to be hearing spoilers. So I'm going to be like, blindly, just like,
Yep.
why is the intro in the middle of the, why is it in the middle of the video? But yeah, until I can get back on a schedule, consistent schedule that I can record, Alan is going to step up and get this thing done. But anyway, also we're also giving away a Steel Series. Mouse, how many subs are we away
We're
right now?
5 last I checked.
Five
four
subs.
Four now.
Four subs away. 4 subs away. It would be dope if at the end of the show we could refresh that and we had them. So go tell a friend. Go get your friends right now. Everybody, go text somebody. Share it
Tell
on YouTube,
somebody,
Twitter.
let somebody, yeah.
Go ahead, yeah. You go ahead and tell them. We're giving away a mouse. And you know what was going to happen after we give away a mouse? We're going to give away another mouse, maybe. Or some other stuff.
Maybe.
We
I
got
got
things.
extra pops. I've got some extra pops that are ready to go. I mean, you know, whatever.
Maybe
I've got extra
a
comic-
keyboard. Huh?
Maybe a keyboard.
Huh?
Who
Maybe
knows?
for
Like,
our
we've got
LPF,
stuff.
our LPF debrief fans, Comic-Con's coming up. So maybe I'll go
Mhm.
get a pop for you, get it signed by somebody, and we'll
I
get
got
it to you.
pops. I just got
Nice.
a set of 2. What do we got here? Oh, we got some Wonder Woman, Justice
at that.
Leagues. They only made 4,500 of these, and I got 2.
Is there no color?
No, they're black and white on purpose because
Listen.
there are Zack Snyder editions.
Listen, chat, all you viewers that are listening to recording, audio listeners,
Hey.
y'all pissing me off. You understand? All right? We're
Uh-oh.
trying to give you stuff for free.
Uh-oh.
For free. We're trying to give you stuff,
even
and
have
you
to
don't
pay
want
for
it.
the shipping.
You don't even have to pay for it. We're going to give it to you. We're going to give it to you.
Just
Come on
saying.
now. Jeez. Anyway, next Tuesday we don't have a show.
What?
Because on the 12th, that Saturday, we're doing our first live show here in this room right here. It's coming. It's here.
That's right.
It's time.
That's right, baby.
Not
All
doing
right.
show next- this thing.
You
Okay,
can
okay.
watch us slap Yendi in person when he says some stupid crap.
Yes. And we can
I can
shame
reach
him.
across the table
in-
now. We can shame
we-
in person. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
Yeah.
what Alan
yeah,
was
you
gonna say.
could.
All right, we can shame in person. It's gonna be fantastic.
It's gonna be
Even though
fun.
he's gonna be right there, we're gonna have my, now branded as the Taskmaster. It's
And not only are we doing a live show, we're gonna do a little bit of extra content. Maybe
don't spoil it. Don't spoil that.
or 1 or 2 videos.
Let's just say
aside
they.
from a
Let's
live
just say
show, so.
they might mess up my house and I might get divorced. We'll see. Anyway. Moving on into our show. All right, we're gonna be talking about Pokemon. We're gonna be talking about the Steam Deck, and also because we missed it, I wanted to get some opinions on Capcom because they're kind of slipping in with something. And I don't know why Alan's rolling his eyes. Or actually, no, I know why he's rolling his eyes. Yeah, because of the teaser. But yeah. Yeah. Is Anna going to tell live jokes? She will not be here, but I hope she
she'll
would
not be
join the
there.
chat. I hope she joins the chat on time so we can read
I
it.
bet she will be there. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll get her live on the show one day though. That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Unless Yendi sets up the camera in his office and during the live show, she just jumps into Discord real quick and does it
Yep.
live.
She would never figure that out.
You have to set it up. You have to set it up to where it's just like all you have to do is
You
click
just got to set
this
it up
mouse.
to one button.
We work in
just
theater.
live.
We worked in theaters, man. Write a track list,
Yeah.
a track sheet.
You can do that. You're absolutely right. Good
That's true. I could
thinking.
do that. I could do that.
She
Yep.
could totally do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. She would as soon as you put it on the paper, you'd be like, "Here's a track sheet." She'd be like, "Oh, I get it now. It's just gonna lock in." Like,
Just gonna be like,
she's yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
She's gonna become a wizard. She's gonna be like, yeah.
Oh man. All right. So, so going into our first story, Pokemon had some big news. They had a big stream, and we got our new game for the year already, which I was very surprised.
Everybody.
I mean, Nintendo keeps doing that thing where it's just like, we've been secretly making this thing this whole time. And they love that formula of, we've been working on it forever. And the reason why we haven't been talking about it is because whenever we show you on our stream and we're like, it comes out this year, everybody's like, what the hell? So everybody's really excited about it. And I see everybody crapping on the fire starter, and y'all are monsters. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen. He's my favorite. All right.
He's my favorite too. Yeah, I don't
Not
understand
cuter than
hate.
Donald Duck.
What?
That's true. He does look like Donald Duck.
Donald Duck, Mega Flare. Shout out to Nick.
I saw somebody Photoshop Donald Trump's face to the
No.
because of the hair.
Oh no!
It was pretty funny. But
Please.
but what is it? Scarlet and Violet have been revealed, and that trailer to me, now that I've played Arceus, whatever, Arceus, looks way better. Wow. Looks way better. Now, I'm not going to say way better, actually. I'm going to say it looks a little bit better. Whenever I looked at it, I was like, okay, this looks more confident because, like we said, we basically got a beta. He's a pepper. How could you hate on him? But yeah, we basically this game that we got is a beta, and they wanted to see if this works, and it did. I've rarely seen complaints. People have taken the bugs and they're like, you know what, the frame rate drop and everything. They're like, you know what, this is what I wanted. I'm fine. I'm a fan, and we're gonna keep going. And that's what these people need to realize is that, like, listen, I'm not gonna say we're gonna excuse the mistakes. We're not gonna excuse the mistakes when you're a big fan of a series, right? And especially that you tried something new. Everybody's thought is, okay, they tried it, and I'm enjoying it, so I'm gonna take what it is, and I know it'll improve. As long as it improves, I'm gonna keep coming back. So, and that's what we're getting. I wanted to get you guys' thoughts. We'll start with Alan. What did you think of did you watch the reveal at all? Did you watch the trailer?
Yes.
Yeah, what did you think
I
of it?
did definitely send that out as soon as I saw it to you guys, and I was like, oh. But yeah, I mean, I was excited. I felt like Arceus was exactly what I thought it was going to be, and I thought it was going to be one of those things that they really wanted to test out. Now, I didn't think they were going to have a full-blown game ready to go by the end of the year.
That's parallel to it. Like, everybody thought we were going to go back. I was talking today about it at work, and somebody's like, wait, it's not the normal Pokemon again? I was like, no, it looks like they're just going to keep going with it. The only thing that's changing is how you catch the Pokemon. You still got to go into battle and capture.
Yeah. But yeah, so I definitely love that they did try that out. And like Arceus, what I honestly think happened is I think Pokemon is so used to the old style, and they have that old style so down pat that I wouldn't be surprised if there's a version of the newer games that are the old style. And I think they kind of made them simultaneously because they're so accustomed to making it that game already that they were just like, you know what? Let's see how Arceus does. If it does really well, we'll drop it. Like, we'll make this game. We'll make both of those games exactly like Arceus with better graphics and all that good stuff. But if it tanks, we still have the old style. So I'm pretty sure they did something similar. I'm pretty sure they didn't go as deep on the older style because they're so used to making those. So they already know how to make it. And then this, they actually were like, okay, Arceus works. We're going to come out with this. And then hopefully people enjoy it. Arceus, like I said, people have had that issue with the bugs and stuff, but overall, everyone has said they've really enjoyed the game. They really enjoy that breath of fresh air. So seeing a full Pokemon game, and I know Yenji's going to talk about this, but potentially having gyms and potentially having like battles and all that stuff with Arceus's mechanics, like the game styles and stuff like that, but actually having like full-fledged battles is pretty much what I think everyone wanted. Like like an open world like that, but we want to still be able to battle. You still want to have like the competition aspect and all that stuff in Pokemon. So I think if this game can do that, it's going to be what everyone, like every Pokemon fan has wanted. And it's a new fresh air, like a breath of fresh air. Like it's going to be set in a different location. Like we're going to get like brand new Pokemon. I think it's going to be dope. I really hope they don't fail us. I really hope they did make this, like they have taken their time to make this.
It can't go
so
backwards.
That way, yeah. I really hope so that way we don't get like, if they need to delay it, delay it. I know people don't like to hear that, but if you need to delay it to fix on frame rates and do all that good stuff, do it, because they can potentially have exactly everyone's Pokemon dream. So
Yeah.
let's see. I'm really excited. I hope everything turns out, and definitely starting with the water type. So just saying.
Yeah, there was no negative comments towards this. Like what Black Magic said, this might bring me back into Pokemon because it looks pretty good. That's a lot of people's thoughts, especially people that are playing the new game right now. They're already on standby, and people keep talking. So people like the game. People keep talking about it, right? It's there's people at my job that have been convinced to go buy it because they're like, man, I got to see what's going on because maybe this is something that I want to get back into. And sure enough, they're full on in, and everybody I know is ready for this game to come out already. I think I know the complaint was they didn't cater to the competitive scene. I think them not doing it this game was probably a good call because with the bugs that were happening and trying to get those players online, I think it would have failed miserably, and they just would have had people complaining. They're like, you know what, let's just let them be mad at us for not making it for a year, and then we'll try it with this one. I mean, we don't know if that's going to happen, but if it is, that's my thought on it. But
the game sold so well,
yeah.
too. So like even without even without any of the like main Pokemon stand stuff that it didn't have, it still sold so well. So I think, like you said, I agree. Like them not putting all that stuff in. Like I said, we were playing a glorified beta, and I think everyone's okay with that because everyone realizes the potential, and everyone's like, hopefully we can get to that potential of how great these games can be. And I think that's where everyone got hyped, and I think that's where the excitement is generated.
Yeah. Yendi, what do you think about it, man? Do you think do you think you're going to get this game, or now that you've played Arceus, do you think you're going to step back and be like, you know what, maybe this isn't going to be for me? What do you think?
Well, I did take a step back with Arceus. I flip-flopped a few times. I don't know if you guys remember. I think at some point I told you guys I'm not going to get it, and then I got it because I got it for cheap. But I'm glad I tried it to see what it was about. Like people were saying, it's not terrible. My biggest issue again is just how sparse and empty the world is. There's just not a lot going on. A lot of open fields. Just and as far as I've seen, the story is not all that grand or I mean the concept is cool, time travel, all that stuff, but other than that, like both of you said, I think this was pretty much a glorified beta. Obviously these games were made in tandem, because if you go back and think the remakes, the Diamond and Pearl remakes, were made by another studio and not Game Freak. And I want to say Game Freak made Arceus and is making Scarlet and Violet. So yeah, for sure these were made in tandem, which might explain that hidden room that was found in.
That's what a lot of people are talking
Arceus,
about. Yeah.
If you look at the screenshot, it's the same white DS that shows up in this new video. So the assets were already there, ready to go.
They knew somebody was going to do it. They put it in there.
Right? It just seemed like they finished Arceus first, put that on the back burner, and then completely focused on Scarlet and Violet once Arceus was out and ready to go. And now we're getting at the end of the year, which again, super surprised by this. I did not expect to see Generation 9 already. I thought for sure 2026 or something like that was the next time we would see new Pokemon. The only thing I hope, well, there's a few things that I hope that this game has. One, more than 100 new Pokemon. The last few games, the new generations have been lacking. I think, let's see, Sword and Shield were last, and they barely had any new Pokemon. It was just a bunch of maybe like 80 to 90, I want to say, Pokemon. And then mixed in with some from older generations. I want a region that is all new Pokemon. Obviously, this is not going to happen because this is an open world, and hopefully, it is truly open world this time, more akin to Breath of the Wild. If it is like Arceus, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think people will still be immersed in all that. That just have different regions and all that. But the other thing I need is personally my wish list are gyms. I want the old formula back. I want gyms. I want the Elite Four, or maybe some new formula in there. Maybe something in between the Elite Four and the gyms, or after the Elite Four, something to do like a battle tower again. I want competitive battling, and I want more than anything for the world to feel alive. Breath of the Wild had areas where it was just emptiness, but it still felt atmospheric. You could still, it still felt like you were in an actual, not an actual place, but you felt like you could be in there if you just like, if you put on a VR headset, you'd feel like you're in there. With this Pokemon Arceus, the world is just so bland, right? And you see all these repeat Pokemon walking around in groups, and you're like, oh, great, same thing. Walk a few steps, another group of the same Pokemon. It needs to be more alive. It needs to have the same old mechanics that did it for me. This is the game that I want. If they're gonna make the game that people actually want, this is what it's got to be. I think.
Yeah.
Gyms, Elite Four, and open world. That's it. That is the dream, and hopefully Arceus helped them get there, and they have a fully developed Pokemon game for people like us, our age, who have been wanting this since forever. I'm
Lee
excited.
on YouTube. Thank you for commenting on YouTube, man. Yeah, I was gonna say I think you're the first to come in here and say what's up on YouTube. I'm hoping to get as many Pokemon from every generation as possible. Man, let me tell you.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I don't think the Switch could handle that many Pokemon.
My buddy Anthony, I'll never forget this. Shout out to Anthony, right? He went through every Game Boy Advance game. He got the Pokemon Bank. He was transferring Pokemon, and he was trying to catch them all. And I think he succeeded, besides the DLC ones that you had to be in game back whenever you had to bring your 3DS into GameStop and you had to sit there and wait. Mm-hmm. Come on. So
yeah, right.
Hey, man, it was a good incentive to get
it was a good incentive, but I think also I think he ended up getting them though. But
I had Pokemon Bank too, and I had almost 500 Pokemon in there. And then if you don't play it after 180 days, the data gets erased. No. So I'm talking about competitive Pokemon that had, either special moves or either really good IVs, EVs, they're battle ready. I had so many boxes, 400 or 500 Pokemon, just of all kinds, all tiers. They're gone. Even though I paid for the service, I think it was like $5, but they're gone. So I'm kind of salty about that.
Damn.
And part of the reason why I don't really, like to play Pokemon anymore, because I spent so much time hatching those breeding and hatching those eggs, and just getting moves is a bitch. Moves that Pokemon don't normally learn is a motherfucking bitch.
That's one of the hard things about like games in general. If you ever play a game and you put X amount of time into it, and if that file gets corrupted or if that file is not playable again, it will deter you from playing that game ever again. Like you would just be like, you know what? I'm done. Like I can't do this anymore. Like I will not play it anymore. And so I feel that, Yendi. I do. I really do.
Yeah, man.
It sucked.
Oh man, I can't get over that thought process. I didn't know that was part of it. I'm surprised that didn't go. I feel like that would be a big deal.
I had Pokemon from older games like Ruby Sapphire that transferred all the way over. They've been coming with me through generations.
Those are my favorites. After playing all these Pokemon, I think Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald are my top.
It sucks because I was like, oh wow, I can keep all my Pokemon in one place in Pokemon Bank. So I did that. I transferred them over, and I'm like, oh, I don't have any need for these games anymore. Pokemon hold their value. The games hold their value like crazy. So I sold them. So I don't have those games anymore because in my head, everything that I needed was already there. I already had all the Pokemon or the exclusive moves, everything like that in bank. But Nintendo's like, oh no, you can't keep it if you don't sign in every once in a while.
There's
Like, I don't have time for that.
There's always a catch.
There's always
There's
a catch.
always a catch. My thoughts on the Pokemon, the new Pokemon game. I'm very excited for it. Whenever I saw the trailer and I saw them in the city, I thought that was very dope. What I kind of want from the game is that I would like an area that we can go online and I see a bunch of players running around and I could just start a battle right there. Just walk up to a random person and be like, let's fight. And everybody's like, yeah, let's do it. You know, stuff like that.
That requires good
internet, which we do not have.
No, I mean it requires good internet service from Nintendo.
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't. They can't figure out yet. Yeah, or ever. Anyway, what are you guys? Well, I know Alan said he's gonna start with the water type. Can you tell me the water type's name, Alan?
I cannot. Actually, I don't
Quaxley.
remember.
Quaxley.
Quaxley, like quacks.
Quack? Oh, you see, that's even more reason why to start.
I love it.
A great name.
How do you say the
I love
grass?
the names of
How do you
all
say
of
the
them.
grass type? Sprigatito? Oh, because it's Spain.
Gatito.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ah,
Yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Gatito is kitten.
Is it really? Oh, kitten,
Yeah.
and then Fue Coco.
Gatito. Yep. Fire crocodile probably.
Listen, rumor has it one of them, and this is what from my friend had told me that one of the Japanese ways of saying, I think it's the fire type in Japanese, is like Hogetter. So if anybody wants to take it.
I'm gonna start. You know, this is probably the toughest generation when it comes to starters, as far as who to pick. What's that?
It's Kakashi.
Oh,
Black
Cowboy
Magic.
Bebop.
I'm sure. What? Don't you be disrespectful, Yandy.
I never liked the grass types, aside from
Trico.
Bulbasaur?
Chikorita. I like that evolution.
Really?
I like. Yeah, I love that evolution.
You don't
Visually,
like Trico?
I love Trico. Trico
No,
was bomb.
Dope.
Oh, bro.
The hay
Yeah.
always got me. The hay always got me.
I prefer Chikorita's evolution, Meganium. I think that's cool. But
Black Magic said he's gonna fight you.
Oh no, I see it. I see it.
But between the fire and the water, it is gonna be the toughest choice I've ever had to make because I love the designs of both of those. Fuecoco looks like a silly, derpy Pokemon who I bet is gonna turn into this badass like
it
dinosaur.
Always happens.
You leave
and then-
the derpiest
alone.
Pokemon always turn into the coolest. thing.
Listen,
I think Quaxley though, I don't know, man. He could go either way. He could be super derpy or really cool looking, but looking at the design now, I think it's gonna be like
Donald Duck.
we should do.
I bet he's gonna have a bunch of feathers that like go back, like it looks like slicked hair. I don't know. For some reason, that's what I imagine. But
Listen,
we'll see.
all right. There's 3 of us. Okay. All we have to do, okay, is each one of us gets a starter.
I'm
We
picking
get
water.
we get an egg. We get Ditto, whatever, and then you just trade it. That's what we used to do. With
That's
my buddy.
true. That's
Like,
true.
But the harder thing is that everybody went fire or water. People rarely pick grass. We did have one friend that was just like, all right, he'd beat the game.
You always pick grass if you want to have a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, you can get grass was nice in Gen 1, when you fought.
but what
yeah,
sucks
yeah,
is that
yeah,
I never look at the evolutions ever. I always just play and then I see at the end. And then there's been times where I'm playing and then I'll see the water evolution. I'm like, God damn it. That's really that's really
I
cool.
wish I could do that. I wish for nothing more than to be able to play the game and not spoil myself and seeing all the new Pokemon. But I
When
can't
you play
help it.
competitive.
I can't help. No, I have to see them. Like if I know there's a leak of new Pokemon, I have to see it. I have to see if the design is stupid. I have to see if it's cool. I can never truly surprise myself with a brand new Pokemon game. It is physically impossible for me to not look at a leak. It's
Like
just
in
can't do it.
Arceus, I picked Cyndaquil, and I have no idea what his last this version of him. I don't know if they changed it or any. I think they did, right?
you haven't seen it.
I have not seen it.
It's cool.
Okay,
It's cool.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's where I go. The only thing I remember seeing is the blue Charizard, and I thought that was the dopest thing ever. And I forgot.
Oh,
Was that in white? White.
that
and,
was in X and Y.
X and Y.
That's
Yeah, he was.
That's when
dope.
they had Mega
Mega.
Evolutions, which
Yeah.
has been the best thing ever.
I know.
Best thing ever. They need to bring it back. That's why X and Y
Oh my
became my favorite
gosh.
generation. Those designs were the baddest motherfucking ass looking things ever. Everyone had a badass Mega Evolution, and I was all for it, man.
Yeah.
All for it.
You want to explain this? Alan?
Well, if you guys remember Making the Band, or if you've ever watched Dave Chappelle, you know that, if you remember who are the 5 best rappers.
Dylan.
Oh, okay.
That's what he was saying. That's why you said I picked fire, because I spit hot fire.
Dang it. All right.
Everybody.
That was man. We're excited about Pokemon. Very excited. Maybe we should do like a little bid to see who gets what. That'd be fun.
A bit.
Yeah, bid for which person's gonna get what starter.
You already know. I already said what starter I'm getting.
Nah, man.
Yeah, I call fire. That
No,
means you left
I'll
the grass.
slap. I'll pull up right now.
Alan and I call dibs.
Listen, it is what it is, man.
Watch the cat be the strongest one. Oh, well, do you guys think they're gonna be dual types at the end?
That's a
Because
good
the last few
question.
generations have been dual types, I believe.
What do you mean
I
dual
think you
types?
might- I
What
think
do you mean? What do you mean?
No, not just grass, not just water. They'll probably be like grass.
Oh,
and
like grass
yard.
and that'd be cool.
I
I'd
don't
like
know.
it.
There are still a few combinations that haven't been used yet. But
I
think
feel
that's
like
mostly
with the two
normal
separate
and
games
ghost.
though, I feel like they're gonna start leaning into, how like these things change just a little bit depending on which game you go with. I feel like there's gonna be a huge like shift.
I completely forgot about that because I guess I'm just used to it. But I hate that they're doing 2 games again. I wish they would just go the RCS route and just do one big game, and then maybe have a DLC later where it's just a different region or something.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know,
think
but
it could be something
don't
like
know.
that. But again, like we said, I do think they're going to go away from the RCS4. Like I said, I strongly believe RCS was, here's the beta, that's it, next. Like, you know what I mean? And this is the game we're really working on. And then I think we'll go back to the one Pokemon game. I think that's what's going to happen.
Lee
I
said
don't
make
think we're
I
going to
don't
get
see
an RCS2. Like, I don't see it.
Lee
Because
said
then I
make
think
Cold
you're gonna
Fever get grass.
oversaturate
we already did, Lee.
it.
It ain't happening, Lee. You can't hold me
He's no
down.
choice.
Yeah. Look, man, just get it, bro. Just do everyone. What? Why is
You
it?
can't eat that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know?
Grass type.
What do you know? Anyway,
That give you
moving
poisons.
on to our next story. The Steam Deck is finally out. It's in people's hands. And I spent the whole day refreshing my email and looking at one. I got to stop looking at Twitter comments because it's awful. And Yendi, bless your heart for the job that you do. Because, like, bro,
Is meant for demons.
these
It's still my
comments were
favorite
like,
social media.
I was there day one. And I have to get a quarter two.
Is that how they sound?
Bro. I mean, add a couple vulgar words there and you got them. But that's what literally the whole comment section was. And then quarter one people are like, what the hell, man? I didn't get my email. And I'm like, quarter one is till the end of March. That's what I kept saying. Like, so, and then they finally released it that day. Hey, we see a bunch of you are asking. So the next batch of emails is the 7th, the 14th, and then so on. They're like, you will get an email by the end of March. And then there's still comments saying, but you guys said quarter one. I'm like, okay.
People don't understand
Oh
financial.
my God.
They don't
It's
understand at all.
it's
They're like, quarter
crazy.
one, they literally think it meant January, February. Like that's what they thought.
Yeah.
Like that's it. They were like, that's quarter one.
Man, it was nuts. But I'm hoping that I'm part of the batch that gets it on the 7th. No, I want to be the good batch. There are bad
Maybe,
batches of Steam Deck though, because they're having issues. Not full bad issues, but what's up,
Did-
Yendi?
Did you guys see that Gabe Newell delivered a few of them already?
Yeah, I thought that was really
Yeah.
cool.
So I don't know if you've seen that video that's out there, but it is hella awkward. Like these people, the interactions with these people is like the most cringy, awkward thing ever. Like
They don't know who he is.
Actually, there's just a few who don't, but the few that do, they're kind of just like, what the hell is going on? Why is Gabe Newell at my house?
Why are there
And
cameras
then,
here? And
like,
can I...
don't just he'll hand it over. Here's your Steam Deck, and then the guy will be like, thank you. And then they just stare at each other, and it's the most cringe-inducing thing I've ever seen. Well, go watch it if you haven't, because it is just hilarious.
It's literally
but a
like
cool experience. Oh, and he signed it too.
You know, the team pressured him into doing. It's like those guys that pressured Ninja into doing the floss on New Year's Eve. Like his biggest regret is that, and he's just like, they told me everybody was gonna do it, Ninja, get up, and then he does it. Nobody moved.
I don't remember that.
Oh, you can watch. You
can. Did it for like New Year's, right?
It was New Year's. You can watch. You can watch interviews, bro. He said that he didn't want to do it, in the what is it? The team that's around him was like, you should get up and floss, because it was raining. Everybody's miserable just waiting, and he's playing games and stuff. So that's the whole meme of like, I don't see enough movement, and he's dancing, and nobody's moving.
Dang.
Yeah, bro. And he said, it's so fun. You should listen to the interviews. It's great. But I'm sure that's what happened with him. It's just like, go out there, man. People are gonna go nuts. You're gonna knock on the door. They're gonna be like, what? You know.
I suggest watching it. It's cool. Obviously, it's like some kind of marketing scheme, but it's still cool that he actually goes out there and meets one-on-one people, and he reads every email. And it's kind of crazy to think about, but it says that it keeps him grounded to what people actually are saying and want. So that's pretty cool of Gabe to be that down to earth, even though he's like a fucking billionaire at this point. So
shout out to you, man. We know you're watching.
Yeah.
But
thanks for watching. Anyway,
the Steam Deck. So people are enjoying it. One of the bigger letdowns right now is the battery. People are saying it's lasting about 2 hours if you're playing a AAA game at like full everything. It's only 2 hours. There's one guy on YouTube that went through and showed you what settings you can turn on and off without like bringing your game all the way low. You know what I mean? It actually looks great. Which I saved the video, and I will be doing whenever that comes out. There also there's been some stick drift issues with some consoles. iFixit is going to be holding a lot of their replacement stuff, so you can buy replacement analogs and stuff like that. Nobody knows how much they are. It just, with a launch of a console, it's not something you really want to see right now, but I'm sure they knew that something like that. I think you can't really avoid that at all. There's going to be...
I just feel like stick drift is too common nowadays.
It is. It really is. And I don't know if it's the console. I really think that's why every game just needs that dead zone setting, just to counteract that. So, but in good news of it is they are working really hard on their things. I know for Elden Ring, it's Steam Deck verified, but they're already trying to optimize it. Instead of waiting for the game to like release an update, they're trying to optimize it themselves to be able to work better on Steam Deck. So they're trying to do that with different games. And then also, if you guys saw, they were talking about Game Pass. It's just, it's not a thing. They just mentioned like, oh, I'm willing to put Game Pass on the Steam Deck. Look at Alan. So I wanted to put this on here because the Steam Deck, I've been obsessed with it for the past like 2 months. I've just been reading everything I could. Any article that was out of whoever had their hands on it, opened it up, blah, blah, blah. I was just like, I have to read it. I have to watch it. But with all this news and stuff like that, do you guys think you will get the Steam Deck? I know Yendi kind of fell off of it. He's like, no, because I'm not going to have time to play it. But do you guys think this is an option for you guys if it gets Game Pass or anything like that? Oh, well, for you, Alan, I don't think. Look, I'll let you answer. Go ahead.
Well, for me, like I said, I don't. I probably won't get the first generation one. I'm not a big person getting like the first
batch of things,
kind, unless it's obviously like PlayStation or something like that. But like, I don't know. I feel like this is brand new for them. I do want to wait. I do want to see what else they're going to, because obviously we know that they're going to bring out something better, right? Or something where those issues are not fixed. I mean, issues are fixed. So I do want to wait. I want to see, everyone's reactions. I'm probably going to play Chris's once he has his. Let me see how it feels. Things like that before I commit into getting one. But putting Game Pass on it would obviously be a big reason for me to get it, as I am always an advocate for Game Pass. And I feel like it's a no-brainer at this point. Why wouldn't you put it on there? Because it's going to help both of them. And
We'll partner
especially
with
if I'm
Steam in
Microsoft.
general. Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, there's videos of.
Microsoft.
Good.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. I feel so. I think they'll get there eventually. Like I said, I don't see myself getting one anytime soon. The only mobile that I really do play is on my phone, which is the Game Cloud, which I have my Kishi for because and my battery life lasts a lot longer, especially now I have the S22. So I don't know. So I don't see myself getting one. I think I'm good with the analog, like at least playing, especially with triple A title games. I don't actually want to play those on
On
a
the Steam
Deck.
Deck,
I'd
yeah.
like to play those on my computer where I'm fully immersed and I have my full like Dolby sound and all that good
Mhm.
stuff. Like I want all of that. So it would only be playing like, like 2D platformers and things like that, which like I said, I can play on my phone at this point. So or my Switch. So I don't see myself getting one, but I am excited for new things like that to hit the market. I like when Steam comes out with some stuff and they're trying to innovate the market, and I think it's a great idea, especially with I would love to see how the docking features and stuff like that is going to work and how good those graphics look. But it's definitely it's going to be a viable option for people who don't have like a Switch or don't have a PC or something like that, because what it can become, I think, will be really good. Let's just hope it sells enough so that they can continue, maybe get another one or just keep making some updates for it. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't think I'll get the first generation one.
Yeah, people are very convinced that if Steam Deck 2 is going to be coming out, they're like, "Oh, this is an option for the Steam Deck 2 when it comes out." It's already in. People are already writing about it. I know beforehand with the Game Pass, people have been showing that them booting up Windows 11 on it, and also Steam Deck came out and made a application where you can just click on it and it just goes back into the game mode. So it looks like they're already supporting the people that are trying to do different things on it. They're like, oh, let's make this easier for you to get back to the original Steam Deck, and then you guys can do whatever you want. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yendi, what do you think? Are you think you're gonna still get one, or do you think you'll probably
Well, what you just
skip?
described sounds like it's a dual boot, which I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure you're going to be able to do on there. I could see that happening for sure.
Yeah.
People having Linux and Windows
Mhm.
all at the same time. But no, I'm not going to be getting one. I did pre-order it. I have my $5 place in line, but I'm not going to buy one because basically what Alan said. Now being in product development and seeing the process, most of the time, the first times a product comes out, you're gonna have quality control issues, and it's gonna take a few more, you know, generations, updates to iron those out. So, and plus, I'm not really excited for anything really mobile. I barely play on Switch, as you guys know. And when I do, it's just at home anyways. So, what's the point of getting something I'm never gonna take out of the house? I got my PC right here, so
True.
everything I need is right there. But for those who have like a long commute or like to
Be
keep
on break.
their office as work and then disconnect, they could take their Steam Deck and go to the couch and just relax or dock it, play on the TV. Or those who don't have a console and they want to have something like that. Uh, and I'm assuming it has multiple controller support or it will have
They're
multiple
still
controller
adding.
support.
Yeah, they're still adding. So
So it could be, yeah, like it could be an option to people who want something like a Switch but have more power and a pretty decent size game lineup. But yeah, not for me. But not surprised that it's having these issues like stick drift and low battery with the screen that size and
Oh
playing
yeah.
games at such high fidelity. I mean, I don't know why this is even a big deal. I mean, everybody should have seen it coming.
yeah,
If you're trying to play freaking Dark Souls 3 on 1080p
Yeah.
at
of
60
course.
FPS, you're gonna get like maybe an hour and a half
Yeah.
at full
Yeah.
fidelity.
If you're
So
lucky.
Yep.
yeah, if you're lucky. So
Um,
as you're putting inputs
why
and you're
it's
doing
news.
all that stuff. I don't. Yeah, it's
But
one
it
of those
does.
things where
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go
yeah,
ahead.
it's one of those things where people just get upset and like they think that it's supposed to be further along, but they don't consider the fact that this is the first time that they're doing this. This is the the first of its kind as far as like the power that's being like associated with it. Because like you're not playing like Yendi just said, you're not playing like Switch games that require like less power and stuff like that. If you're playing a full AAA title game and you want the best looking quality and you're putting inputs in like it's going to be very like it's going to be battery like draining. That's just how it is. Even if your phones or whatever the case, just to be playing at 1080p takes a lot of energy. So them it being their first one, them testing it all out, you can I mean I don't know what you expected. I don't
Yeah.
expected this thing to play for like 6 hours. Like it's just unrealistic.
Yeah. What I did think was cool is that even after all the well the issues that people are having, just the stick drift and the battery life, people are looking at it, this is a great open door like footprint right now in what handheld gaming could be. For me, oh man, the legend has entered the chat. Anyway, the every time she enters, dude, I just lose complete freaking focus. But, yeah, I lost my train of thought. Oh my god.
She got you.
Yeah, she did. What happens if someone slaps you at a high frequency? Oh man. What happens if somebody slaps you?
One.
Sorry, audio listeners. Right now, we do have if you watch us live, you can be here to experience it. For the past couple weeks, we've been getting a joke in the.
I can hear her.
Already laughing. She can't even.
I'm gonna respond in the chat.
We're just waiting here.
It hurts.
It hurts. I like that one a lot. A lot.
Okay.
Yes.
That was a good one.
That's good.
I like that one. That one's that's definitely for the the tech ones.
Yeah.
But, like, that's a good one. That's a good
And
one.
Black Magic says lettuce, mayonnaise, and onions.
Oh my god. Why are you like this? You see,
They're perfect
Bing
for each
bong.
other. They are so perfect for each other, man. Oh,
Yeah.
it's great. Oh my god, you guys made me lose my train of thought, and I'm doing the show.
You were talking about Steam Deck.
Talking about Pokemon.
Talking about your opinions on getting it and all that stuff.
Yes. Oh, I am still. So all three of us, as you guys know, or some of you will know, we're part of the entertainment business, and I am still part of the entertainment business. These guys went on to find better opportunities. I am still young in this field, so I sit backstage and in between shows a lot. So this is perfect for me. I'm excited to get it. I just like the support that they're giving. It's really cool, but also Valve pissed me off and a lot of other people. They announced the new game. It's out right now. It's free. Okay. And it takes place in the Portal universe. And everybody immediately thought Portal 3. Absolutely not. They said nope.
No.
They I forgot what the game is called. Dang, I'll have to look it up. But if you guys have seen it, hold on. I want to know you guys. What? Go ahead.
I said you already know how Valve is.
It's called
This is what
Desk
Valve
Job,
does.
I think, right?
Yeah, something like that. So you have the robots coming up and they're talking. You're building stuff basically. It's like a puzzle game, I guess you could say. So I was gonna ask you guys, do you think Valve is gonna continue to make like Steam Deck games that are like this small? Like we're gonna get another. They're gonna tease us and make another Half-Life, but it's like a troll Half-Life for the Steam Deck. Do you think they're gonna continue to follow that path?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Valve has no reason to even go into those markets, right? Because like when you really think about it,
They got
when
money.
you think about like, I mean, yeah, but they also have the most popular way of purchasing games on computer, like
Yep.
on PCs. Like there is, like, again, there are other outlets on how to get those, but everyone's trying to catch up to Steam. The catalog is way too big. Steam, I mean, there's a Steam sale going on right now on like co-op games, and they just have the market on that so well that they don't even, and every game that they've made, we can say has been critically like acclaimed, right? There hasn't been a game that they made that everyone's been like, that's not really my. All of them,
No,
like
they always
Half-Life
come into
1,
the market
Half-Life
strong.
2,
Yep.
like, you know what I mean? Like they had the orange box at that time where they had like that whole collection, Team Fortress, like all those games were so popular from Valve, like, and there have been mods of the same game, and people still play those games. So
Mhm.
like people don't stop playing Portal, that people still find new things to do in Portal. And as much as like it'd be nice for them to continue that, they don't have to, and they don't want to tarnish the image of those games, right? So like why come out with a game that people might not receive as well as those now? It's not like you need the money, you have a ton of it, and you can find new innovative ways to make money that you want to do. So I think they will just tease people and be like, and then people will just be like, oh, okay, and then maybe they're going to drop something that is like a Steam Deck exclusive that you can only get on Steam Deck or in Steam, and then I think that's it. And then but I think that'll come later down the road once they work out the kinks and stuff like that. But they
I-
have no real reason to drop any
Yeah.
new stuff. So I think we will continue to get these troll little games and maybe these little hints, and then like 4 or 5 years from now, it's gonna be like boom, it's gonna be like Half-Life 3, which we've been waiting 20 years for.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we'll get. I don't think they'll do a Steam Deck exclusive. I think they'll always be like, "Hey, like this is for the Steam Deck, but you can't play it on your computer," which I think is cool. Yendi, do you have any more thoughts on that?
Right, hear me out.
Okay.
Okay. Listen.
They are gonna bring out an exclusive, and it's gonna be a precursor to Left 4 Dead 5. It's gonna be a mobile version that is gonna represent the full game later on for PC, but it'll be scaled down, and it has some crazy mechanics that have never been seen before that Back 4 Blood hasn't been able to do. I don't know. Valve, they have great designers and code programmers, all that stuff. So I could see them doing something like that, or maybe even some kind of FPS shooter in the CS:GO universe, which technically is also Half-Life, since it's just a mod. But
yeah,
uh,
it all comes back to Half-Life, man.
it really does. A lot of these games, they really do. That's where they start. But I could see them doing something like an Alex, Half-Life Alex take, but on mobile. And
I think that's what a lot of people want. They want to be able to play Half-Life Alyx without using VR.
Or exactly, maybe that's exactly what they do. They rework the game so you don't need a VR headset, and it's just being able to play on your system, and then that gives them a big boost for PC players who are not on Steam Deck. That's the sales right there, like crazy, because a lot of people have been asking for it. I completely forgot about that game, to be honest. But
they still want to sell their VR sets, though. So.
That's true. That is very true. Yep. So I don't know. I could be completely making it up, but I do see them using Left 4 Dead somehow. They have to. They haven't used anything with that IP in forever. So
we'll see. The world is their oyster. All right.
Their submission with all these with Steam.
Steam Deck.
But okay, moving on to our last story. It's gonna be quick. Capcom. All right, they announced a teaser. People are upset because all the way to the point where they are making fun of the art style, the font size. Like they're nitpicking because they didn't give enough for us to view. So Alan, I'm gonna go ahead. I didn't want to bring this up. The reason why I have Capcom in here is because of the game that they're releasing in June. Yes, in June. But we'll go ahead and get your opinions on the trailer, because I know you're a fighting game fan.
Listen, Street Fighter, Capcom, I just don't understand. What are we doing? Okay, like, I know you want to draw this all out. First of all, you gave us Street Fighter 5, which was just not what we wanted, and now you're giving us this Street Fighter 6, which people want to play, but you can't just show us that little teaser and then be like, here's a new imaging of the whole game. We're going to image this game the way we've never imaged it before and expect you guys all to be like, hey, this is just fine. No, what are we doing? Go back, Just go back. Go back to Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4, Ultra Street Fighter 4. Go back to that. And then keep it that way and just build on these games. Because now Capcom has always felt like a cash cow. Like now it feels worse. Like they're always trying to steal money from their players because they know they're the best fighting game on the market. They know they're the most popular fighting game. I wouldn't say the best. They know they're the most popular. They have the most popular IP, and everyone's going to play it regardless if the game is trash. And then they're going to have Evo that just blows up the game anyway because Street Fighter 5 was trash. And then now because of Evo, it was just like, oh, everyone still played the game. So just please make a good Street Fighter, please. That's all I ask.
And Black Magic said he's just gonna sweep kick all day long anyway.
Yeah, you don't want
Called out. Called out.
this smoke. He doesn't want this smoke. He doesn't want this smoke.
But the real reason why I brought up Capcom is they're releasing a fighter pack, and I didn't know if this was good news, like if this is gonna bring more games to Evo, if people are gonna go back. This is the list, right? It's a full pack. It's gonna be $30. It comes out June 24th. So you got Darkstalkers, the Night Warriors, right? Night Warriors, Darkstalkers Revenge, Vampire Savior, the Lord of Vampire, Vampire Hunter 2, Darkstalkers Revenge, Vampire Savior 2, the Lord of Vampire, Red Earth, Hyper Street Fighter 2, the Anniversary Edition, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, my favorite game, Super Gem Fighter Mini Mix, and Cyberbots Full Metal Madness. So there's people that are excited for these older. I didn't play a lot of these fighting games. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 I played on PS3, and then Sony has kept it on lock ever since. And the only way you can play it right now is if you subscribe to their PlayStation Now, and that's the only way you can get it. You can't buy it, which I thought was dumb. So I was gonna get this pack because I do like some of the arcade fighting games, even though I suck at them. I thought this was a great pack to do. Did you guys have any thoughts on this? Like, are you guys I wanted to know if you think this could make a way towards Evo for like a retro fighting thing, or do you think they'll continue still doing old newer games? Alan.
Oh, me.
Yeah, because Yendy's like, I don't play any fighting games.
Man, listen, with Evo, it's all over the place now, especially now that you've got Sony involved, because Sony technically owns Evo now. So you've got the marketing for it is going to be so different. I don't know how much they're going to try to change. I know that Nintendo recently said that they can't do they're not allowing them to do Super Smash Brothers. So Smash Brothers won't be at Evo. So like, you know what I mean? And that's one of the things that was going to become an issue is now that you're getting these parties that, you know, with Sony being involved. And I'm sure Nintendo probably wanted to keep it there. But Nintendo has always been weird with Smash. So I don't know. I think they're going to try to keep up with the new games and make sure. But the thing is, we don't have a large number of fighting games, which is, I know King of Fighters and Guilty Gear have just recently come out. Guilty Gear came out last year. But then, I mean, we don't have a new Mortal Kombat this year or last year. So, you know, that's not going to be on the board. They haven't released their lineup yet.
Are they doing Super? Are they still doing Dragon Ball?
Yeah, Dragon Ball Fighters, because that game is keep releasing, which is super hype. But so I think as far as I love that Capcom does do these retro games, because then it gives a lot of people able to play a lot of those older games because they're hard to find. Mm-hmm. Like you said, some of them are locked different ways. Like I know a lot of the older Marvel vs. Capcoms are locked under a bunch of things, or really rare to get, or really hard to get. I know I can only play. I think I have Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on like Xbox 360, and I have to play my 360 in order to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So there's like a bunch of weird stuff like that. So I think this is good. It'll open the eyes for some people to play some of those retro games. I don't know how much they'll sell, but I mean, I usually get them just because I love playing the old school fighting games. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to ask you that. Yendi, do you have any thoughts on this?
I haven't even heard of any of these games.
Cool. All right. And with that.
Actually, no, I haven't heard of any of those games.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And with that, we end the show. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining us tonight. Remember, no show this Tuesday, but on the 12th, we going live, baby. We're all going to be on one camera in this room. Actually, the trick is that I sent them all green screens, and then I'm just going to copy this room the whole time, and we're going to stay like this.
Talk about that setup, don't we?
Well, we got a picnic table. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff for you guys, all right? It's going to happen. Yeah. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Share with your friends. We're still 4 subscribers away. And we'll be doing that mouse giveaway.
We did that at the same time.
But until next time, guys, last place fire team out.